Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Get the little morning beat. Got the morning beat. Got some gappers. Um, what do we got this morning? I don't know. There's not too much really. It's a lot of chatter about the markets here. Google and Apple, kind of led the charge yesterday, and nobody really wanted to follow too much, man. So, and I got Goog coming back in here this morning, coming back about a buck and a half and change, coming back down on the Google, slightly lower there. And Apple just, somebody took a bite out of it, but did end up finishing with a nice hammer up, but doesn't look like it wants to go into force here as right now. All right, so we were higher up to 238.80, but we've come back into this 237, getting stuck in the middle of the day again problem. All right, so we got that going for us. We'll see. I'm going to go through the futures real quick. SPY is hanging low, right? Hanging low on the SPY. Finally got a little reprieve yesterday and got the hammer back up with so you had the 2-2 down. It's just trying to, grinding in here, man, just from what I see. All right, still a climb to get back up to those highs for sure. And now this morning we're coming in at 644. We're slightly higher. All right, so watching our numbers, I just want to kind of give you numbers on that. That's really more what I'm more chatting about. 644.24. 644.24 is could be a resistance number up coming up here and now we're taking, like I said, 644.15. My number is 644.24. All right, so be careful there. I think there could be a little bit of resistance there, and that's a little cray because it's pretty close. All right, so that's my thoughts on SPY. Coming back down to the back downside, it's going to be 639. 639 dead even coming back in here. All right, so if coming back down to 639 would be coming back down on the SPY. All right, QQQ, same thing here. Got a reprieve yesterday. The NASDAQ, we have a leaning rally on the NASDAQ is what I'm calling it. It's like kind of a leaning rally. So really just a doji yesterday. Couldn't go up too much. That support, that resistance level that it hit there, that is going to come in at around 572.01. 572.01. All right, we're right there right now. 570. What did I say? 572. 572.01. All right, so I think there's some resistance there. Again, close. All right, I'm calling resistance numbers that are not that far away on the upside. All right, so keep an eye on that. 572.01. If we break down from there, we're going back down to 566.35. 566.35 would bring us back down into that range there. All right, diamonds. Just kind of like write them down here. Diamonds, here we are. Still in the racket. just not getting anything done here. A little bit, just slightly lower here. Our resistance number coming back up on that is going to be at that 450.53. No, sorry, that's not good. 454.20, guys. 454.20 on the upside. 454.20. Look for your resistance from that, from there. And then if we break down back there, we break down to that 450.53. Okay. Write those numbers down. They might hit. All right. So diamonds, there we go. There's futures. We got some morning movers here. I want to just go through those. All right. So FIG, FIG. FIG's a new stock. It's an IPA, not IPO, IPA. IPO from not too far long ago. All right, so FIG is that's a miss on earnings though, down 15% to this morning. All right, this thing closed at 68.30. It's looking to open somewhere around 57 and change. All right, so we're gonna take all of this down here on this this daily pattern. That's going to be a gapper down. It's not going to be horribly lower, but I mean, still, we're looking in the neighborhood of 14, 15% to the downside on FIG. All right, so FIG, keep an eye on that one. Watch your gappers. Salesforce, like I said, right, gonna miss the earnings. We were right on it. We definitely missed the earnings. What did we also not get? We did not get the good guidance that we were looking for either. So guess what? Salesforce broke all the way back down to 236.66, brings it right back down to 26% where it was at. This thing has triangled out back down to the lows here. Just, you know, I don't know. I got a weird vibe about the whole market round. I didn't like that beige book yesterday numbers. I didn't like those numbers that came out. We got unemployment on Friday. I'm getting a little defensive. All right. So Salesforce, there you go. Kind of taking the beating here. 236.66 coming back down on your CRM. That was a nice call. We had that one nailed on the earnings miss. Okay, and that is down about 7% this morning. HPE, I expected a little bit more out of this guy, but fairly decent here. 24.28 got up to now, kind of coming back inside here a little bit. But any way we want to look at it, this is going to be a day up. All right, we did get as high as, like I said, 24.28. Yesterday's highs were 23.06, and right now we're poised to open at 23.91. You're going to be about a buck higher. You're going to be stuck inside here, so that would be your triangle out back up to the upside on Hewlett Packard Enterprise HPE. That is one of the better ones. I think better than Dell. All right, I think it's better than Dell. All right, that's my thoughts there. Credo, C-R-D-O, Credo. All right, so Credo, what do we got there? Up about 9%, was higher, was up about 11%. It's pulled back a little bit on the Credo. So 2-1 inside. Either way we look at it, this is an upper. This is going to be a nice move to the upside. Trading at 139.57 right now. But again, 139.67 right now. We were higher. We were up to 142.42. Credo could have a good day here today. But let's see if it, it's going to gap up. You know that story, right? We're gonna really expand up to 130 here, 134.30. We're taking out all that, and we're taking out everything. So we are going to be in exhaustion risk because we just don't have any time frames to look for and some magnets to look for it after that. All right, so Credo, pretty good. If you're in there, it's a good day to maybe take some profits on that one. That's a pretty nice move to the upside there. All right. American Eagle Outfitters, man, beast, man, up like 25%. Forget about it. This thing like just turned out great numbers. Retail just continues to do well, and then there's others that just are not performing at all. So you got to be really select when you're picking these retailers. All right, 1742 this morning though. This thing's up really nice. All right, 1694.98. It was higher, was up to 1742. All right, so you're going to get expansion on your monthly. You're coming all the way back up into this area, guys. All right, we're coming back into 1698 area. Somewhere in here would be the triangle out, 1763 coming back up. Pivot machine gun on the month. American Eagle Outfitters get. Couple of mentionables. Avgo is going to report later today. That's Broadcom. All right, this is a big AI hitter here. All right, so if we get another miss, watch out for another miss. We keep throwing that stuff in the basket. That basket's getting a little heavier for me, in my opinion, right now. All right, so Avgo, again, they're going to report today. Ciena Sienna this morning here, 109.20. All right, Sienna on the upside here. All right, these guys reported 2-2 up here now. Got up to 112.50. Got more expansion. You're taking out all the time frames, which means you're going to be in exhaustion risk. All right, but there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just that we got nothing to gauge with. All right, so know that, and know that. All right, so Sienna. Nice move to the upside there. All right. AI was a miss, but they apologized. They literally had the guy from the owner of the company on CNBC yesterday, and he was sick. He had some excuses, but at least he got on the TV and he talked about it. You know what? Most people won't even do that anymore, so I take that for him. Hooray for him to get on there and chat it up and say, hey, yeah, we missed. But no one wants to say that anymore. All right. So AI, there you go, 14.18 this morning. This thing's down $2 lower here on the AI. All right. So lower down here, that's Sam Altman's original company from where he came from. So that's kind of that's the background there. But they hired a guy from Salesforce that's going to be their new guy now. So we'll see if anything comes of that. All right. What else, man? A couple of names on the gapper list. What do we got? Tesla. It really was poised to move yesterday, and then it sputtered out and finished like this. 337.18. She keeps failing at 343. She's trying to get back to 355. It ain't happening. I like the way the 60 finished on it coming back down here this morning. Now it's a slightly higher, but it's going to still be inside day. All right. So, again, unemployment on Fridays. Even if we don't get a good number, they'll probably still rally. They'll probably do more rallying. But things are, here's the thing. The two best stocks in the AI world are struggling to move. Chop, chop, and chop, chop, chop. All right, NVIDIA can't get it going. All right, Palantir keeps trying, and at the end of the day, it's turning into garbage. Back down, stuck inside the month. So kind of, I guess for right now, they're stalled out, okay? And then the next stage from stalling out is starting to drop. All right, so we'll see. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. We need a pullback so bad. All right, Micron better here this morning, but then it was up to 119.46. It dropped all the way back down to 117.74. Trying to fight back right now into 118.28. Finished the day with a red hanging, man. That's a pivot. Bring her down, baby. All right, so there's your Micron. I don't want to go through too many names, but we'll go with the big guys. All right, Amazon. Amazon's having a nice move this morning. 227. It's higher here now, up to 231. So getting a little bit of expansion, but really stuck inside all this business right now. So be careful with that. You're still stuck in month. Anything that's in that month, inside month, like we've been telling you about these months, it's kind of like a stall out, It's now they're all green, and so if they're green, then start getting up. All right. So I got when you pull up the futures, I'm looking at the SPY on the month. Okay, it's looking good here. It's got a nice hammer in there. Oh, well, what you gonna do? Chop down here. All right. So what we're now granted, we're only it's the third day. All right, something like that. All right. So today is September 4th, and it's a short week. Tomorrow we got Friday. So I'm gonna leave it there. And we'll see. All right. I'll pick it up at lunchtime. and be good, be good, be good. All right, and trade smart. Be a little defensive. All right, all right, all right. Be good, be good.